Oh, Blue. Where could you possibly be? Just how long has it been since you've vanished? Days? Weeks? Months? I've already lost track. Why didn't I have checked everywhere that you could possibly be? Your colonies, Pink's Garden, the human zoo. I even asked for those crystal gems assistance in searching everywhere on Earth that you might visit. And nothing. Not a trace of you anywhere. Just what could you be possibly doing, Blue? This isn't like you. To just up and disappear like that, without informing anyone. Without informing me, or White, or even Steven. For Nebula's sake, your own Pearl doesn't even know where you are, and your ship's tracker is disabled. Just where in the stars are you?
Pardon me, Yellow Diamond?
Ah, Blue Pearl. What is it? This better be good. I'm still in the midst of searching for Blue.
That's actually why I'm here. I believe we've finally discovered my diamond's whereabouts.
You found her? Well, out with it already. Where is she?
Well, some of the gems who have been working on the establishment, repair, and even dismantlement of some of our many galaxy warps, while they were working, they noticed something odd with many of the warps back on Earth.
Earth?
Yes. They could see the usage of certain Earth warps, but only sometimes. And the gem they saw using them gave off a rather powerful aura to many of the gems that saw it. So, with White Diamond's permission, I sent out some scouts to survey those specific Earth warps and the area surrounding those specific coordinates. And while they were on the planet's surface, they reported seeing my diamond wandering around with a human. And according to the scouts, they seemed to be rather close. Extremely close for my diamond and a mere human to be. Yellow Diamond, you don't think my diamond is... Yellow Diamond, what are you doing? Where are you going? Are you alright? Have I upset you, my diamond?
I'm going to Earth.
Pardon?
You say she was spotted on Earth. Then I will go there to retrieve her myself. Yellow Pearl?
Yes, my diamond?
Have my ship prepared and inform White Diamond of my absence. I'm putting an end to this nonsense once and for all.
Yes, my diamond. With pleasure, my diamond.
Blue, I will give you the benefit of the doubt and assume this is merely a coincidence. But if this is what I think it is, then something has to be done about it. Before history repeats itself again. It has been exactly 1 year since you, a mere human being, met, befriended, and soon entered a relationship with the alien giantess and former space dictator, Blue Diamond. Currently, the two of you are seated at your usual place in the forest, reading through various books and magazines. It is something that has become one of Blue's favorite casual pastimes. Her favorite thing was reading through travel magazines, history books, and, oddly enough, romance novels. Or rather, those cheesy erotica romance novels that never seem to get bought by people other than middle-aged mothers and preteen girls. Which, funnily enough, is what she was currently reading. She seemed to really enjoy reading them. And while you're glad she's fond of reading, you have to admit that you aren't so sure she's aware of what's going on in those pages. A part of you thanks the stars that she hasn't asked you to explain any of the raunchier details in those books. You aren't sure you can handle giving her the talk. At least, not right now. Especially seeing as you both have yet to go to the next level in your relationship. Ergo, you both haven't gone further than merely hugging and holding hands. While everything else has been peaceful between the two of you, you had to admit that this was rather distressing. I mean, you knew what you were getting yourself into falling for and entering a relationship with the otherworldly woman. Person, gem, thing. However, you found yourself yearning for more in your relationship. But every time you tried to discuss it with her, you chickened out. Oh, my apologies, little one. Nothing is wrong, I'm just thinking is all. Really, it's nothing too important. It's just something silly that came to mind. You need not worry, Starlight. You always get so flustered each and every time I call you that. Starlight. Starlight? You look so adorable each time I say that name. It's far too precious, human. Oh? Changing the subject now, are we? Well, alright. If you are so curious as to pry into my innermost thoughts, I suppose I can tell you. As long as you promise not to laugh, okay? Well, alright. As you are already aware of, I've taken quite an interest in some of the books you've brought me. Oh, and might I add, I've been just utterly fascinated by the amount of wars that have broken out among your people, and the various different ways of torture and shattering or slaying? Yes, slaying other humans. It humors me in a way. Gems have spent eons upon eons fighting, slaughtering, and conquering other worlds and their creatures. But we've only dealt with fighting amongst ourselves twice. The rebellion that Pink led, as well as when Yellow Diamond, myself, and the Crystal Gems all confronted White Diamond about her behavior and the unjust laws of Homeworld and Gemkind. I'm just amazed and amused at the mere revelation that humans have been fighting each other for decades, centuries even, and never once in their petty scuffles for food or other useless resources did they acknowledge life outside of their galaxy. It's just so funny to me that yes, right. My apologies. I suppose I did get off track there in my excitement. What I was thinking about earlier was in regards to some of the books I've been reading. Which ones? Let's see. These ones here. A Norian Romance, To Repay a Friendly Stranger, I Wanna Be Your Girlfriend, Just Another Night Shift, and this new one I've been reading, You Are Love and You Are Life. It's just, they all involve this common topic of romance and human arousal amongst each other. It's rather peculiar that this is such a glorified act amongst your kind. Although I'm afraid I don't quite understand what it means. To fornicate, to have sex with another person. Is it anything like what gems do? Your face is turning red, Starlight. Are you alright? Are you... Did I embarrass you? That's what that emotion is, isn't it? Embarrassment? Is the act of having sex not good to talk about? It is. So, what's the problem then? It's just an embarrassing topic? Well, admittedly, I don't quite understand what's so embarrassing about it. I mean, in all of the books I've read so far, it seems rather normal? At least from how humans make it out to be, it seems normal. I mean, they say here in some books that it's meant to be a way of humans to create other humans. And I have to admit, I'm rather curious. Just how can two humans create another life form if they're not gems? You have so much flesh and water inside of your bodies. Gems can just come out of the ground after the right amount of treatment goes into the soil, but do humans have a similar process? Oh, you'll explain it to me? Good. Admittedly, I'm rather curious. It'll make reading these books a whole lot easier. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. Oh my stars. You... Oh. Oh, oh my, so what you're saying is humans engage in sex not just for creating other life forms, but they do it for pleasure purposes? And the way you're describing the act, it seems like it's very similar to fusion among gems, just a little bit more... Well, not a little bit. It sounds rather... disgusting. No offense, Starlight, it's just... kind of... gross. That's the word, right? Gross. Well, it's amusing to know that humans agree that the act of engaging in sexual fornication is gross. Huh? A double entendre? Oh! Oh, so you would just refer to it as fornication, not sexual fornication. Ah, alright. Well, even if the act of fornication is so gross, it seems... a lot of people describe it as being a rather beautiful and intimate experience to share with the person of your desired interests. Am I correct in that assumption, Starlight? I thought so. Well, I'll admit, I've been thinking about it for a while. What it would be like to engage in such actions. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still believe that it's rather repulsive. Exchanging bodily fluids and putting one's own body parts inside of another human's body parts and getting fluids and such all over each other, it just sounds rather uncomfortable, to say the least. But if so many humans agree that it's something to be shared with the person you love, then mayhaps I want to try it. Huh? Did I say something wrong? You look upset. Did I say something bad? Of course I understand what that means. Granted, I had to have you explain it a bit more to me for me to fully understand the full picture, but I understand that something like this isn't easy to ask somebody that you know or don't know. Even though a lot of these books make it seem so easy, the mass majority of them make it seem rather difficult. Like you're asking the world and more of them just for wanting to be physically intimate with them in a way only humans can do. And that's just it. This is something only humans can do. Humans can't fuse, and gems, at least, I don't think gems could engage in the acts of sex. But even so, I want to try. I want to have sex with you, Starlight. Darling, please don't faint. I'm still learning the ways of human first aid, and this is not a good time for me to start practicing what I've learned. Especially since it's such an embarrassing moment. I mean, I'm already asking if you'd like to engage in something so horrendously disgusting, something that even you agree is gross, but at the same time, when I came to this planet, you already know that I wanted to experience what it was like to be human, because that's what Pink would do. But now I've learned so much because I wanted to. I'm pretty sure I've learned more than Pink ever could. And this is something I want to experience. This is something I want to experience with you. So, we don't have to do it now, but if you'd like, I would really like it if someday we could try it. I don't think I could ever do it with another human because you're the only human I really know, and you're the only human that I ever really want to know. Does that sound strange? I'm sure it does. I'm stammering and stuttering like a human schoolgirl in those animes that you've shown me. But just... I want to experience this. I want to do something that no other gem has dared to do. Because I want to understand. I want to cross that line. I want to, in no other way of describing it, I want to fuse with you, Starlight. Starlight. That was amazing. I had no idea that one could feel so euphoric. I'm still shaking from that. That was so ethereal. Human, I can't begin to describe how this feels. How it feels to be so unbelievably loved and wanted and unconditionally accepted despite us being so different. Maybe Pink had the right idea, coming to Earth to start a new life. And maybe I could— Don't even dare to finish that sentence, Blue. Yellow? What are you doing here? Please tell me you're joking. You really didn't think that I wouldn't go out of my way to search the entire galaxy and more for you. You've been missing for many, many cycles, Blue. Too many cycles to count on one hand. And you expect me to not be concerned enough to look for you when you've done this so many times before, you were fine, and then suddenly you just up and disappear again. I should have known that you would have come back here, of all places. Blue, but I don't understand how you could have found me. I made sure that nobody would find me. That's where you're wrong, Blue. I utilized the assistance from your Pearl to make sure that we could find you. Pearl?
I'm sorry, my diamond. Everyone has been so worried, and you left without saying anything. So, I offered my services to help look for you. And when we discovered that you were on Earth, we rushed to come find you.
You followed me. But I gave you an order not to follow me, Pearl. How could you? Because I gave her an order. Because I am a diamond, and that's what diamonds do. They give orders. They don't just abandon their post from Homeworld and come to, what? Parade and have a palooza on this disgusting planet with these disgusting life forms doing only stars knows what. And don't even think that I'm not aware of what's been going on here. You know? You really think I wouldn't have figured it out? They found you wandering around with a human, Blue. A human, of all people. Of course I know what's been going on. And don't think that I'm stupid enough to believe that you don't know what's going on here. And so the human speaks. Listen, human. Don't get your hopes up. I don't know what Blue has been telling you, but she is not anything of what she's told you. Because the only reason that she came to Earth— Yellow, stop it! Was to make sure that she— Yellow, please! Could get closure for the death of Pink Diamond. She came here simply for that, and she can't even be bothered to move on even though it's been many, many years. Thousands upon thousands of years have gone by since her death, and you can't get over it, Blue, so you have to drag another human into your mess. To what? Relive the glory days that Pink had on Earth? The glory days that we didn't get to be a part of, so you're just playing house, as Stephen calls it. No, that's not it. I have reason to believe, Blue, that you're just using this pathetic little human thing as a pet to cope with the loss of Pink. Something that you should have already gotten over since it's been well over thousands of years and everything is fine now. Homeworld is at peace, we're no longer at war, and we have been forgiven for our crimes against Gemkind. And yet you can't be bothered to move forward like the rest of us, holding yourself and the rest of us back by indulging in made-up fantasies, all trying to relive everything Pink did verbatim with another pathetic human that you're roping into your problems to raise another half-gem, half-human hybrid like Steven. No, that's not— Human, No, I promise, that's not what this is about. Don't even bother lying about it, Blue. We all know why you're here. Pearl, show her.
Yes, of course, my diamond. Exhibit A shows you are trying to blend in with human society by shape-shifting down to a more acceptable level. So that way you can wander around with the humans, something that Pink has been recorded to have done while she was staying on planet Earth while she was still alive. Exhibit B.
We have video footage of you hanging around with this human, engaging in activities that the Crystal Gems have documented that Pink Diamond has also engaged in with the human known as Greg, Steven Universe's father.
And finally, Exhibit C. You see, it's very clear that you're just engaging in romantic activities with this human because it's verbatim what Pink Diamond used to do with her human pet before she was unfortunately lost trying to give birth to a human gem hybrid, very well knowing the consequences of her actions, giving up her form to give life to another. And clearly, since you have engaged in the same acts of fornication that is popular amongst humans in order to get pregnant, clearly you are trying to conceive a child of your own, similar to how Pink Diamond conceived Steven. Thank you, my diamond.
Thank you, Pearl. That will be all.
You're welcome, my diamond.
Yes, Yellow Diamond. The evidence is clearly there, Blue. Not to mention, I know how you are. You don't even like humans. You can't stand humanity, and you can't stand Earth. What makes you possibly think that you could suddenly just start liking being on this disgusting, repulsive, insignificant planet with a bunch of life forms that are merely specks on this planet's surface compared to us? We are mighty, strong gems. We are diamonds compared to these specks of flint floating in the wind, expecting to find a purpose that they never will have. That's not true, Yellow. You don't know anything about them or humanity. I've been here and I've lived everything. I've seen so many things. I know exactly what it means to be human. No, you don't, Blue. Yes, I do! I've experienced so much, Yellow. There's so much on this planet that we don't have on Homeworld. So much life, so much color. Have you ever heard of the music that they have on this planet? It's so rich and invigorating and full of life. And there's so many colors that I've never even seen before on Homeworld. Amongst our own gems and amongst our skyscrapers and our buildings and our spires. There's so many amazing things on this planet, Yellow. If you just took the time to experience them like I have, like Pink did, then I'm sure you'd understand. And that's exactly my point. Proven, plain and simple. What? You just mentioned Pink. My documents show me that you have said again and again that you have moved on from Pink Diamond. Yet, that you still continue to talk about her, bringing her up in conversations, referencing her experiences, and wanting to go about your life the same way that she did. No, I was just what? Go on, Blue. Share with us, what exactly were you planning to do? And what exactly were you planning to do once you finished having your little fornication session with the human here? Were you going to get pregnant? Give birth? Did you think that you could have a happy, loving family, or better yet, did you think that it would be a just situation if you decided to give up your physical form to give birth to another human gem hybrid, leaving your, dare I say, human lover behind to take care of the mess, just like Pink did? No, that's not... I didn't, Well, it would seem that your darling human friend here seems to agree. Isn't that right, human? Starlight? No, Starlight, please! Please understand that none of that's true! None of what Yellow said is true! Yes, it's true that I came to Earth initially because I wanted to understand Pink's decisions more, but I promise that's not how I feel anymore. I genuinely like being here. I genuinely like being with you. I wanted to be with you because... Okay, I admit it. I wanted to experience everything that she did. I know I said that I moved on from her, but I still want to understand. I want to move on, I truly do, and I thought that I did when we talked back at her palanquin, but I just want to understand why she did the things she did. So I thought that using you... No, I wasn't trying to, I swear. It's not like I didn't like what we did. You what? Breaking up? No, you can't be serious. No, please. Human, please. I'm sorry. No, Human, please! Wait! No! Wait, come back! Yellow, let go of me! Let go of me! Blue, it's time to stop. You've done enough already. Now come along. I'm taking you back to Homeworld where you belong. No! No! You have to let me go! I have to go after Starlight! This is a big misunderstanding! I have to tell them the truth! Tell them what? Tell them that you were only here because you wanted to become Pink Diamond as a way to cope with everything? Blue, I miss her just as much as you, but this has to stop. As much as I dislike humans, as much as I dislike Earth, this is all we have left of Pink, and you're tarnishing it with your grief. But Yellow, No buts. We're going back to Homeworld. You are going to resume your position as Blue Diamond, head of the Royal Court. And you are never to come back to this planet again. You may think that this is what you want, but it's not. It's not, Blue. This is what Pink wants, not you. What Pink wants? But I love them. You may think that you love them, but that's just your grief talking. And if you really love them, you'll let them go. It's the best thing you can do. It's the best thing for both of you. Now come along. Pearl, Blue Pearl, we're leaving.
Yes, my diamond. Yes, Yellow Diamond. Right away, my diamond.
Now, don't be so upset, Blue. It's what's best, not just for you, but for the entirety of Homeworld as well as your grief. You'll move on in no time. Besides, do you really think that investing so much emotion into a relationship with a mere human is good for you? We couldn't have predicted what happened with Pink, but we can certainly predict what will happen with that human. The lifespan of a human is nothing compared to us. They are but a smidget in comparison to the life that we live. They'll be gone before you know it. And you'll be in mourning all over again. I'm doing this because I care about you, Blue. If this were any other circumstance, then I wouldn't have cared as much. But trust me, this is not healthy. You're obsessing too much over everything that Pink Diamond did. And Pink, she's never coming back. We have to both understand that she's never coming back. You have to understand that she's never, ever coming back. And nothing we say or do can change that. I understand that, and I've made my peace with it. It's about time you do the same, Blue. Human. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I wish I had the chance to tell you how much I love you. And I've ruined everything. I'm so sorry. Yellow Diamond and Blue Diamond take off in their ship, heading in the direction of Homeworld. Meanwhile, you run through the forest, tears in your eyes, unable to cope with the situation. And in your grief-stricken manner, you run into an unlikely group that you wouldn't have expected to meet in those circumstances. To be continued. Hey guys, it's Danny Fandom here. Don't mind my cat being in the background, that's just Brody being weird, but I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you guys so much for watching today's video, or listening to today's audio, or however you guys chose to indulge in this content. Brody's playing in a box, I'm sorry. But I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and loving my content. It truly means the world to me to know that my content makes you guys as happy as it does, and it makes me want to work harder at making more content. And speaking of support, if you guys want to help me continue to make more content like this that you guys love so much, I have a Patreon, a Buy Me a Coffee, and a Throne page if you guys want to check those out. My Patreon currently has 2 tiers, a $9 one and a $3 one. $3 gets you access to all my Safe for Work content, as well as bloopers, behind the scenes content, and basically any general Safe for Work thing on there that isn't necessarily explicitly sexual. While my $9 tier is all of that and more, if you catch my drift. My Buy Me a Coffee page is there for donations as well as audio commissions, which I am taking right now as of literally yesterday. Or maybe another day, depending on when this video gets out. I don't know. My Throne page is also available for anybody who wants to not only donate money to me, but also use that money to donate and buy me gifts. I have a little wish list available if you guys want to check that out. Not only that, but I encourage all of you who are of age, I'm looking at you minors, get the fuck away, to check out my Ocleo page. I currently have all my audios that I have re-uploaded there. I just want to try and build up my fan base there so that way I can start posting more original content there as well. The link will be in description for that as well as everything else. I want to give a huge, massive shout out to my current $9 patrons, Achilles Games 51, Arsalan Falati, Black Mask, Jace, Jumbo Bumbo, Lachlan 6, MN, Michael Cardenas, Mr. Hayes, Poyap, and Tommy. Thank you guys so much for following my Patreon. It truly means the world and more to me that you guys want to support me. And I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys even more. Well, that's all I have to say today. I wish you all a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you guys are in this big, beautiful world. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Also, again, I apologize for the background noise. Brody is playing in a box. Hello, Brody. Brody Bubba's. He's in the zone.